Welcome to the Finding Joy in the Journey podcast. This is Sheridan Ripley from Enjoy Life. I'm a wife and a mother of 3 boys ranging from 22 down to 14. I'm an author of 5.5 books. I love teaching my online classes, and I also enjoy one-on-one coaching and emotional clearing. I'm so excited you joined me here today as I share some tips and tools to help you find joy in your journey through life. Today we're going to be talking about wanting something versus needing something. It is totally okay to want things. It's part of being human. We often feel like we need something because it feels like a survival issue to us. But is it actually a survival issue? Could there just be power in wanting it instead of needing it? Those are a lot of questions, so let's dive in a little bit. I love the tool of want versus need. When I'm in a situation where I'm feeling the need to micromanage somebody or overstep my bounds in a situation, I like to pause and ask, is this something I want or is this something I need? Sometimes we feel like we need something, but that can get us into trouble and do things outside of what we normally value. So I'll use one of my favorite examples of my husband doing the dishes. So in our house, typically I cook dinner and he washes the dishes before he goes to bed. And I go to bed before him. He's a night owl. And sometimes he forgets to do the dishes, right? But let's say I need my husband to do it each night. This can set me up for conflicts on nights when maybe he's working late, or if he's helping my son with homework and I actually have time to do the dishes, or if I wake up in the morning and they haven't gotten done. If I am in that mindset of I need him to do it, then I won't either step in and help out, or I might, but I'll do it really grumpily. And it will cause contention in our marriage, right? Or cause contention that day at least. Versus if I want my husband to do the dishes each night, then it's easier to be more balanced about it. If he's working late or he's helping my son with the homework, then I'm much more open to helping him from a manner of grace or willingness versus the grumpy when I need him to do it. In the end, he may do the dishes the same amount of times each week, but when I need him to do it, I'll have a completely different energy about it than if I just want him to do it. That's maybe a pretty simple example and doesn't have a lot of energy around it. I think another example that might ring true is when we feel like we need our child to go to church and have faith. So if I have that need, then it causes me to make all kinds of interesting choices. Maybe I'm going to try and force him to attend church from a fairly desperate place of energy, a desperate I have to make him go to church. Maybe I'll end up yelling or bribing him to go. Maybe I will turn a blind eye to choices he's making or discussions he's trying to start because I don't want to see it. I don't want to address it because I need him to have that faith, or I need him to go to church so badly that I'm not willing to discuss other things. And instead of leading to healing or open communication, it stops and we don't go there. Versus the example of wanting my child to go to church and have faith. Of course I want my child to go to church. Of course I want him to have faith, but that's a very different energy of needing him to do that. So I want him to have positive faith experiences and go to church. However, I'm able to approach this topic from a different and a more neutral platform than if I have that need energy. And I have a podcast on neutrality, curiosity, and courage that might be helpful in this situation. If I just want him to go to church, then I could calmly set a family rule and also follow through with it from a place of peace about attending church as a family. Maybe I'd be even more open to him choosing to attend different churches to find one that fits him better. And I wouldn't turn a blind eye to behaviors, and I wouldn't shut off conversations that he'd want to have. Instead, I'd view them as launching points for discussion, acknowledging my wants, but also what he wants. So can you think of instances in your life where maybe you're needing something versus wanting it? And I think often we think we need it because it feels dangerous or scary if we don't have it. For some reason, as humans, if something changes, it actually feels scary to us, like we might die. And so we do think we need something to survive, when in reality, if we can have a better awareness and a different perspective, we can see that really we just want it. That is powerful to make that shift. So this week, I want you to notice if you're in conflict with a situation or person, if you're in a needing it or wanting it energy. And if you notice that you feel like you need it to happen, then I want you to pause again and reevaluate. Do you actually need this for your survival, or can you shift to wanting that instead? And see if that shifts things. See if that helps you shift up to neutrality out of those lower vibrations. See if that helps you to interact from a place of peace and groundedness about the situation or person. And if that then helps evoke positive change. And I'm excited to hear what you experience and what you notice by using this want versus need tool. Thanks so much for listening to the podcast today. I'd love it if you'd subscribe, and that way you'll never miss a tip or a tool. I also love feedback, so please leave me a review and also share the podcast with your friends. This is the best way for my podcast to get out to people. I'm not super active on social media, so really you're my best tool for sharing these tools with other people. Enjoy!